On July 4th, in a welcome decision for Delhiites, the Delhi High Court has banned the felling of trees in the capital until further orders. But locals allege that tree cutting continued in parts of the city on the same day. A second case was also filed in the National Green Tribunal, which has given a stay order against felling of trees until July 19th. The two decisions come in the backdrop of a series of protests in Delhi over the past 2 weeks. We attended two of them at Netaji and Sarojini Nagar, where around 3,000 and 11,000 trees were supposed to be felled down respectively. Here's a quick backstory of what's been happening in Delhi. Around 16,500 trees will be cut down or felled for redevelopment projects to build housing for government employees and commercial complexes by the National Buildings Corporations Committee and the Central Public Works Department. The redevelopment plans involves areas under Sarojini Nagar, Netaji Nagar, Nauroji Nagar, Kasturba Nagar, Tyagraj Nagar, Srinivaspuri and Mohammadpur.
The plan itself is being sold to us as a plan to increase sorely needed residential accommodation for government employees. It doesn't even require much investigation to realize that the commercial component of the plan is much higher. It's disproportionately more. Nauroji Nagar has already been razed to the ground completely for a World Trade Center.
Citizens are concerned that cutting down trees will further worsen air pollution levels in the city.
So my only request to the government is not to cut down trees. Just last month, one of my friends who was in 10th grade died of asthma. How can you imagine 14-year-olds dying of air pollution? And I'm a basketball national level player. The whole winter season we couldn't play just because of the enormous rise in the air pollution.
I have wheezing and I have to take medicines 200 days in a year. And I also have to stay on a nebulizer.
I've got seasonal bronchitis and it started when I was 12 years old, and that's why me and my brother, we have to go out every Diwali season to the hills or to the beach side to escape the smog. It's really tough because we miss out on a lot of schoolwork.
If you make a giant World Trade Center right on Ring Road, if you make huge commercial complexes, and if you increase multi-story towers which are very densely packed, if you go see in East Kidwai Nagar, then what you're doing is putting immense pressure of vehicular congestion. The consequent pollution is also a factor. You have the question of water. You have the question of sewage.
One of the concerns of the protesters is also that the government, which has promised to carry out afforestation, has been planting the wrong variety of trees. So they have been planting ornamental trees instead of trees that are native to Delhi.
So we have neem, we have amaltas, we have the mango, we have gamhar, there's baken, there's shehtut. And if you see, these are large trees with big canopies, dense foliage. So that's what we need in trees. The more leaves you have, the more oxygen that particular tree will produce, the more pollutants it can reduce from the atmosphere. The larger a tree is, the more carbon it sequesters. Now compare that to an ornamental palm. That's not a native Delhi tree. That doesn't do well in our weather. And if you see, it has a few leaves. No bird nests on it. It doesn't provide food for any animal. It doesn't provide habitat. It doesn't provide any shade to anyone. So those are not trees of Delhi.
The central government responded to criticism, saying that it will transplant trees that have been felled down and also carry out compensatory afforestation in the ratio of 10 saplings for every tree that is cut. But protesters argue that these are not viable or sustainable solutions. First, because the survival rate of transplanted trees is very low, and second, because the government and its concerned agencies have failed to fully implement afforestation in previous cases. For instance, according to a latest report by the Comptroller and Auditor General, there was a shortfall of 68% in planting trees between 2015 and 2017 by the Delhi Forest Department. One of the reasons cited for the shortfall included a delay in acquiring land for the plantations. But the report says that the compensatory land should have been available prior to giving permissions for cutting down trees.
The options that government comes up in the name of afforestation is miserable, and you can't really replace a big old tree with a little sapling. No way.
I mean, what type of development do we want? Is it supposed to be at the cost of a lot of destruction of environment and trees and rivers and mountains?
So we would like there to be public consultation on all these projects, because people are affected in this and people have not been taken into confidence or have been consulted about any of these.
Residents say they will continue the struggle to protect Delhi's environment by gathering data on trees and demanding accountability from the government.